Yeah, I can see us. Look.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see us. Look.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see
Should I
us.
turn this off?
Okay.
Yeah, I can see us. That was great.
Yeah. That was actually all I had to do was turn off stop listening. We're so professional here.
Good.
So it's 8:00 and 2 minutes. We're a little bit late, but we are here for the Crypto Artathon Crypto Art Tour for November.
Yep.
November? We're still November, right?
Yes, barely.
Just barely November, but November enough that it's still a Crypto Artathon November. So what do we got today?
You can look around. We have people in the parcel.
Let's see. So there's Anonymous here.
I think that's Sibeli.
Okay.
No, that's Jasmine.
That's Jasmine. We got to get Jasmine rigged up some point so she can be a kind of new microphone presence. Maybe we'll make you a microphone head.
Oh, yeah. That would be great.
Jasmine is still here with us. She did a wonderful DJ set as new microphone, and me doing video, and so she's still in the room. So if she says something, that's the third person in the room that you'll hear. All right, but right now she's anonymous, and I see that the models are back in CryptoVoxels. I didn't notice that before.
Which models?
Well, before it was like this weird 2D kind of mannequin, and now it's like or poser doll or whatever you want to call it.
They just re-upgraded or something like that.
So now we have models for anonymous people again.
Yeah, anonymous people can kind of move. Before they were just kind of static. So that's a new thing. They did a lot of optimizing around. So let's see how it feels. Like it's supposed to be very smooth.
Feels smooth.
Cool.
I can see myself in the Twitch output in our plot.
Yeah.
And also the non-anonymous here is floating around. Maybe that's Sibeli.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are we seeing today?
So we're going. Oh yeah, there you go.
There is the man.
We're gonna visit Mr. Zardoz, Tom Zardoz, which is here with his champagne glass. And it's having a nice opening later today with more DJing. But in between the sets, we're gonna go and check out the art. So it's kind of like a preview. It's like just before it opens.
Okay.
He said it might be still some things being set up, but just minor things. Like it should be mostly set up by now.
Okay, I'm tracking him in the camera. He seems to be running away.
He's shy. Don't do that.
Well, I mean, the beach ball head is something I designed, so kind of like trying. It's not about him.
Yeah, cool.
Now he's chicken dancing. Okay, so
all right.
Shall we go? We're gonna go into the Zardoz plot using the tour wall link on the tour wall over here, where I'm pointing my head right now. I'm close to it. Hopefully, you can all see the link.
I'm gonna post the link in the chat as well.
Okay. And so we want a little intro first about who Zardoz is.
I think when we arrive there.
All right. So we're gonna jump through the portal now.
Okay.
Here begins the Cryptoart tour for November.
Very good.
And here we are. It's loading in. I'm dropping to the floor.
Oh no! I guess the teleport. Have to go back up. The teleport is.
It's okay. It's okay to start on the first floor.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, no. The exhibition announcement is here. No, that's. I don't know. What's that? There it is.
I put the teleport right into the exhibition announcement.
Okay, and you also just pasted into your.
I'm gonna
talk.
teleport there and see if I can be upstairs when I teleport. Let's see.
Hello, Pixels. Thanks for joining us. What is that? A hammer he's got there? What?
It's two.
Oh, it's a popsicle.
Two popsicles.
Two popsicles
How
and a
come
walkie-talkie.
I'm up here.
I don't know. Something. Maybe my head is too big.
Oh yeah. So maybe just go up so we can check.
All right. Let's go up. Let's go upstairs to the. Oh, there's some stuff here. See, I'm already like here. I'm already here in the Zardoz land. I'm already like, oh, look, art.
Yeah, that's very nice.
All right, so let's go up the glass stairs, because Zardoz is up there as well. And yeah, wow. Okay, here we are. Here is all of the information about the show. stuff you can get just by looking at the screen. I know quite a few of these names, being that I've been in Cryptoart for how long? 2 years?
3? I don't know.
3 years? Some really good artists. I have to say, like, okay, there's a really good collection. And considering that Zardoz has only been at it for about a year, I have to say his taste is quite impeccable.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yes. Whales, pay attention. I don't want to refer to whales, but in this case, like, if you're going to look at a good collection of really good crypto art, I think this is a really good group of artists to look at, and he has chosen with his really great tastes. And I'm really looking forward to looking at all the art that's here.
Okay.
And talking about it with you.
So here on where I'm going is a little introduction.
Oh wait, I have to follow you.
Yeah. No. Yeah, there you go.
Obviously.
I'm there. So this explains a bit about, how Zardoz started collecting art. And actually, he's not just collecting, he's actually, how can I say, onboarding is what we use these days?
Yes, we do.
Artists.
We still use that.
Okay, so I'll use that. So he's actually onboarding artists. So several of the pieces we're gonna see, are here actually because he gave this extra incentive and help, and it's actually quite hard still to navigate this crypto world, install all this wallet plugins, tag, and figure out all the ins and outs of this technology. So we know that a lot of artists manage by themselves, but if you have a little bit of help, that is really
it goes a long
useful.
way. Obviously, like, you were the one who taught me all the little bits, and then I had to learn after that. But even then, after that, I was still confused. and then of course, like, I've been onboarding other people as you have, when we've been doing it together, and it's tricky. There's some people who you onboard them and they actually still don't really get absorbed in it. So.
Well, that's important actually, I think, to emphasize that it's not like, okay, I tokenized and then I sold everything. I mean, that can happen.
That does happen.
And does happen.
But even when it does happen, I've noticed that the artists just kind of lose interest.
Yeah. So, but most times actually it doesn't happen. Maybe you sell something. Maybe you actually don't sell anything. But then you kind of keep at it and you keep creating art and you create different things. And maybe then some of those new things catch the attention of someone. Who knows why? Maybe because it's a different style. Maybe it's just like a different moment in time. Or it's just luck, really, I would say. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you actually did like lots and lots of promoting and that paid off. That also happens, although it's not guaranteed. So yeah, you should keep at it and trying new things.
Thank you, I will try to keep at it.
Oh. Alright, so let's check the art. That was enough introduction.
But wait, we didn't really go. I mean, basically, if you haven't if you read this introduction, it's really nice. It's written from the heart. And it explains how Zardoz came to collecting NFTs, and I think it's just like a genuine story.
And also, I think a lot of like the stories have in common, like lives changed a lot with this pandemic, right?
Right.
For everybody, and some people more than others, but I would say pretty much for almost everybody, got their lives changed. And in the whole planet Earth. I don't know if the virus went to space and got there yet, but as far as I know, here it went to every continent.
Well, I heard there's some quarantines on Mars, but
yeah, maybe. So this is a case where people, maybe they're doing something and that stopped or changed directions, and that opened a space, and places like where we are right now, the virtual world, became a place where it's pretty much the only place you can go.
Relative.
So that had an influence. That's quite interesting. So okay, shall we go to the opposite end where we are now, or you want?
Where's that? Where's the? What do you consider the opposite end?
You can just follow me.
All right, I'll follow you. Oh, Tom is following as well.
It's a lot of art. Let's see if we can do it.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do. We might have to do this in 2 parts.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna go through every single one of them.
Really?
Well, we won't have time, but maybe select some.
So I don't know. I think we can do another one we can do another one next month actually, because there's so much art, and all of it's really good.
Okay.
So I don't see why not. I mean, we could be like, this could be the opening, and we could do the closing, and we could do another round.
So maybe that's a good idea. So actually, this one that I'm right in front of.
I don't even know who this is.
Well, yeah, it was new for me as well.
Wow.
So I just checked it, and the way I'm gonna check the information and just look at the art and.
Wow! Look at this thing.
And we hope that it's not too much for our connection, and it's not like horribly breaking up the audio right now.
Yeah, we have to check the. Let me just check the Twitch.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Nobody's.
You getting errors?
No, nobody's. It's fine, and I don't know if anybody. I don't even know. It's fine. I think it looks fine.
Okay, good.
We've got 8 people.
Okay.
Hello, 8 people. Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, and if there's a hit in the frame rate, just let us know. We are here to hear you. All right. So this guy.
So it's quite interesting. Like it has a series of these little pod apartments. And this one is kind of like the rustic apartment, but this artist, Dutch Tide, also has the brutalist taken over by jungle post-apocalyptic version of this apartment that was really, really interesting. And I don't know, they have this a bit of like vintage sci-fi dystopian feeling to it. And I think that's also quite, vibes of the current pandemic times we're going through. There's this apocalyptic feel to things. People are kind of like, holed into their apartments of various sizes. And then from there you can actually buy a little art piece, which is a little cube apartment. So it's very meta in a way. I like it a lot.
Well, what's interesting to me is the counterpoint here. So there's like an indoor space that is nice and cozy, but is actually kind of, my initial feeling was like claustrophobia. And then there's this outside which is vast and endless. So it's a counterpoint, really.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of rooted in some sort of planetary and sort of solar system because of the source of the light.
Yeah.
So the source of the light is coming from one direction, right? So you can clearly see it's like somewhere floating in space. Vast space, but it's oriented towards a solar system, so it's a locality, but you're still like in a sort of quarantine space, like a very tight space.
Yeah.
But there's also this kind of weird thing where there are these screens. They almost look like mosquito screens to keep it out.
Because there are mosquitoes in outer space.
Because there are mosquitoes in outer space. It's confirmed now.
Okay.
But there's also the rustic quality of it. And it says rustic apartment, which is almost tongue-in-cheek. He didn't even have to go there, but he did.
I like it. And
It's
there's like a
really
plant,
nice.
There's this whole trend of, you cannot go so much outside, but then you keep plants inside to
It's
bring
like
a little bit of that into your room.
It's like a post-apocalyptic IKEA snap-together home scenario, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's cool. I like that. I'm really into that.
So I'm really happy that I discovered new art here. Oh look, Enter is here as well.
Woohoo! Enter
DJ is also for our
Master
tours.
of the Crypto Popes.
Yep, and I think there is a Pope at show and then the other section. Yeah.
So what you toured this plot before we started?
Just now because the show just opened.
Okay.
So I really,
so you spotted some cool stuff.
Yeah, I just came like while you were DJing at the Cryptoartathon. I came here and took like a sneak peek. Of
all right, that's good because I didn't have time. I was mixing my ass off.
Well, some stuff we know. For example, I see your piece right at the end of the runway.
Can we look at other stuff before we go to that?
Yeah, let's look at something else before we go.
This is that guy. Who's this?
Well, unfortunately, I actually didn't have time to look into that. But
these are great.
Yeah, these are really cool. But that's something I couldn't click on.
All right. Well, I have to investigate for the next time because I like this work
So
a lot.
actually, Tom is saying that he will guide us to the top unknown gem. So maybe he knows about the E9 art.
All right, where is he? Let's see. Was that? Is that it?
That was in the chat.
Is that okay? But which one is it? Can you guide us?
Yeah.
Tom, is that the one, Tom? Haha, groovy.
No, that was
Wait, where? So, is he gonna guide it? I'm trying to like tell him like, can we go? You know, yes. Okay, that's the one he wants us to see. Okay, thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
You're great. All right. All right. So should I click to play this?
Yeah, you have to click to play because
Alright.
what happened is that this is really cool.
Yeah, it's very nice.
They are animated, and what happened is that CryptoVoxels unfortunately is not so good yet at displaying the animated art, which is kind of doesn't make sense. But I can see from the technical perspective, the GIFs are a pain in the ass, and most of them are GIFs. So I know that actually Tom converted all the art into videos.
Damn.
So they could be properly displayed, for
I didn't even know that the videos were working properly.
Well, yeah, because they fixed those already, but the GIFs are not yet working so well. So if those were GIFs, they would be much, much lower resolution right now.
Right.
And I think they don't even play all the frames.
Wow.
Well, they found out that the GIFs were like slowing down the whole world.
Oh, wow.
So they, they're still.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't want GIFs slowing down your whole world.
No, yeah. Yeah, but then the world is made of mostly GIFs, this world, right?
Right? Isn't that weird?
I know.
Like your world is made of GIFs and it's slowing you down.
Yeah.
Sounds like red wine.
Yeah. Anyway, so this piece, I'm reading the description now, and the information says 1,920 frames, 11 patterns, 63 columns, 36 rows, and the font is Toshiba Satellite VGA.
Wow. I'm kind of speechless. I mean, it's really it's really very flowy and it goes all over the place. I mean, anything like this with like kind of little text things and that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Where do you get this from? Where do you find? He onboarded this person?
No, I think this person was not onboarded by Tom, but there's a very interesting artist on the other side, Yuri, that has some, kind of not similar, but connecting to this theme aesthetics,
Mm-hmm.
and we can check it out, and that one was onboarded by Tom.
So Tom bought this.
Yep.
And then he set the price.
Oh, you can resell things.
It's deservedly so.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
If you want to buy this now, you have to pay a lot more.
Yeah,
you can bid, I think.
I don't care. I'm just gonna watch it.
Okay.
I'll be the person in the museum. I'm just gonna watch it. All right. So you want me to go to the next one? So is this guy. So check him out when you have a chance. Very beautiful work. Really, really beautiful work. Okay. Now we go to. Can I stop this now? Wait.
No.
Oh, I did.
You can.
Haha.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So.
Do you want to play this one?
Yeah, let's play this one.
Okay.
Get it. Ooh. Yeah, I remember seeing that he bought this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is deceptively simple, I have to say. This particular piece, but still be really beautiful. It's still and just beautiful. I won't say and still. It's deceptively simple and very beautiful.
Yeah, this is also like quite a gem, I would say.
Yeah, this is well done.
You can basically like.
It's op art with with technology of today.
Yeah, he said it's inspired, op art inspired.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, op art always works for me. I mean, there is bad op art. Let's just say that, but this totally works for me.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is with things like this is it's so simple, but you can also go wrong. And this one really delivers. I mean, I guess I could use another few rotations that are in a separate direction if I was really being very, very picky, but it's really nice work.
I like it a lot.
All right, so what else we got?
Well, you're going to speak about yours that is right next to it.
So I have to speak about mine now.
Just briefly.
Okay. I spoke about it. Let's go next one. No, it's kidding. So this is my part of an extension of my daily shape project. I have a since last year, beginning of last year, I was drawing black shapes every day in each page in a sketchbook, and then this year I was adding white shapes, and then in the last 2 to 3 months, I started making 3D interpretations of those drawings in Blender, and this is one of the early pieces, which is interesting because I'm trying to think now that I've gone too far with my current ones, and I need to go back to a more this pretty simpler approach.
Interesting.
But I always go too far with things. But this was the beginning of a beautiful thing.
I think this one is a multiple that people might still be
yes,
able to
there
buy,
are multiples.
right?
So a lot of them are the current ones I'm making are going on super rare because I spend a lot of time producing them. These were like kind of fast, and I put them up on Rarible, and you can still get some of these.
Yeah, because the others go really fast, the super rare ones.
Yeah.
So it's good that this still has some available.
So because it's multiples, there are still more. A lot of them were friends who bought them. Obviously, Tom was one of them.
Okay.
But yeah, you can still get some of these. Go out and
All right.
stuff. All right, let's look at some other stuff. Oh, wait. So should we? Or does Tom have any? So I don't think we've ever talked about Max Osiris and any of these people, Jay DeLay, Robinus, Cyberpop, on this show. So now is the time.
Okay.
But I guess if you're inside the crypto art scene and for the 2 or 3 years that it's been alive, you would know Max Osiris, and you would know Jay DeLay, and you would know Robert Cyberpop. But if you don't know, well, now's your chance to hear about them. So Max Osiris is this kind of living in LA person who makes digital art that's, I would say, reaches deep down in the psychedelic realm, and very active in the crypto art scene. I don't know. I have a very strong emotions about him because I consider him a very good friend.
Pretty much everybody does.
Yeah, well, I consider him a very good friend.
Right.
So just so you know, Jay DeLay I also know, and Robinus also I know when he kind of appeared on the scene, and all of them together kind of form this coalition of people who are sort of upping the status quo and driving some people crazy. But I think most of the artists that I associate with do love these people.
I think this was part of a giveaway. So I think that this artwork was Tom didn't buy it, but was quite happy to receive it.
Right.
As like a special gift.
Yeah, I have some of those too. I have some Max Osiris freebies that are really, really great.
Okay.
But just a note like that, they also spearheaded this trash art movement. Environment. Trash art movement. There's been too much wine today, and that was a big thing. So if you ever want to find out what trash art is, just go and do some poking around on Twitter. Have fun. Love these guys. Really, one of the pillars of the crypto art scene, I would say.
Okay.
Let's move on because we don't have that much time.
Yes.
And we have a lot of art. And it seems like Tom is kind of saying, "Come this
follow,
way."
Let's follow.
Tom, where are we going, Tom?
Oh no, he has to go.
He has to leave?
Yeah, he has to do something.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Well, where are you? Or you just follow him?
Yeah, just
Maybe
follow
he has
him.
to fix something in the exhibition.
Sarah Zucker?
Sarah Zucker is doing some really cool work.
No, she's been doing cool work from the beginning.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying right now,
Basically, she's an artist who, from my perspective, has been doing really great work. Like kind of 80s video feedback, mostly, and VHS stuff. But I think she really brings her own flavor to it. There's if you go to ubuweb. .org.net.
I don't know.
I always forget. I think it's .com. Maybe it's .net. Anyway, there's a whole history of video art that began in the 80s when VHS processing of VHS or sort of old school video started, but and you can see a lot of different types of things, and a lot of them are great, and some of them not so great. But Sarah Zucker is the quintessential crypto artist with this type of feel, and she has her own quality that she brings to it, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah, so this one says that it's analog glitch processing on VHS. So that's quite interesting because lots of people are doing glitch art,
right?
And a lot of this is inspired by analog glitch, but those are digital filters. They're trying to get the analog feel.
She's really shooting the stuff off the screen to get this quality. I mean, the reality, it's kind of like it's a bit of an analog sort of, how do you say, like an analog snobbery, but I mean, it does pay off to really get the real thing.
Yeah.
It does feel different. It's like vinyl versus digital.
Yeah.
The signal. The thing is, when you have digital in some way, it does reduce the quality of the signal. There are perceptible things about the ear and the eye that perceive things, and that even your brain you may not know, but your brain knows about it. And Sarah's brain definitely understands this, and she lets it show in her work, and it's really some really nice work. I unfortunately can't afford any of her work. It's too expensive. So unfortunately, I can only enjoy it in this way.
I don't own any of her work, but I might
someday. Who knows? All right, where do we go next?
Maybe just behind you.
All right. Oh,
there you go.
Hey, it's just like
it's like it's
maybe they're all AFK. I don't know.
No.
Oh, but this is I do like this.
Yeah, that's from Stella.
Stella Bell.
Yeah, and actually, I think I first saw her work on a non-Ethereum blockchain, on the Hive blockchain.
Okay.
And she actually comes from Hive, like blogging and there's quite a large community around other blockchains. Hive, like previous was like Steam. So, and then NFTs also are available on other blockchains like Hive. So I first saw her work on the Hive blockchain NFTs, and now she's doing also Ethereum and probably other blockchains too, because I know she really likes to explore all kinds of new possibilities and technologies and things like that. And she was in the Women of Cryptoart opening exhibition. There's a kind of really cool group happening right now. I was in the exhibition too, and many other really cool artists are there, and it's a very welcoming group. So and this piece is really cool. It's like I think she does a lot of things connected to memes and yield farming, like DeFi stuff, like seen from like a fun meme perspective.
I mean, usually I would be like,
what?
I don't know, but if you go on, for example, if you go on some places like Rarible, for example, it's a lot of stuff that also is very meme centric.
Right.
But for me, like, this has something that transcends that on some level.
Because it's also art.
Yes, because
there's stuff that is only meme.
Yes.
And that's fine if people want to buy memes, but there's stuff that is art, and it can be both.
Yes.
It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, obviously. So and it's a fine line.
Yeah, this is both meme and art, obviously.
Yeah. This is good. So it's got the little Pepe frog, but he's very different looking. In fact, he's like he's got a whole like outfit going on with French fries and food and stuff. And then there's someone kind of manipulating the dress. Actually, I can tell right away that the person in the dress is holding a gun, and that is Divine, who is from John Waters' fame of Female Trouble or whatever. Okay. But she's got the references going, and it's a Divine with a rare Pepe head.
I like the food.
And the food coming out.
Because the whole yield thing, there's like the sushi, the yam and stuff. So like this is like food that haven't even been farmed yet. Maybe
It's got
is there like a McDonald's fry like DeFi farming?
Oh,
project
wait a second.
already?
Tom says Stella is Gen Z post trash art. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That sums it all up. But I think there's more to it than just that.
Yeah.
I think there's something else going on here, which is really,
Okay.
really interesting. But we should move on because.
All right.
Life
Where
is
you wanna?
not forever.
You can choose the next one.
Okay. Woo! There's I just
Already.
I talked about but I just don't look at this. I still want to see the trash. This is good. This is high grade quality trash art.
We post trash to
Yeah.
OG trash or something.
This is really hard. I don't know. What to say.
Back to that tape that you passed,
Okay.
because this is also a new piece that just just checked today.
Oh, I love the name.
It is False Nostalgia. So that intrigued me a lot because it's from a new artist. That's the only work that I can see so far that has been tokenized by this artist called Dead Age. And you can unlock and have like a playlist that they promise to actually update. Okay?
Wow.
So I actually want to buy this one. They're still available. And I asked Tom how was the playlist.
Just so we say, like, one thing we don't have to talk about Cryptoartathon is we don't talk about price.
No, yeah,
Ever.
I'm not.
That's
talking about the
I'm just
price.
saying. No, I just want to say that for our listeners, and
Right.
viewers.
Right.
Like, we never talk about price.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
what's
I mean,
important to us. What's important to us is about the art.
Yeah, but of course, if I tell someone that I want to buy, you can tell that it's not that expensive.
That's the limit.
Okay.
You can't go any further
Okay.
than saying that you can buy it. We will say this. We will say you can possibly buy it, and we can say you can't afford it,
Right.
which is annoying. That might even be beyond what I want to say, but we will say it's affordable
Yeah.
if it is
okay.
affordable.
Okay.
That's
good.
the rule. We just
All
made
right.
up that today in this. What is this? Our fourth one?
No, I think it's the third one.
This is our third one only. Oh, it
Yeah.
feels like a fourth somehow.
Yeah. Well,
All right, groovy. Let's
so
go.
yeah, so I got really interested because it has this playlist and it's even updating. So it's like a piece that keeps living.
It's the piece that keeps on giving.
Yeah. So I got and there's still quite a few. So if more people want to buy, if it was just one, I wouldn't even say that.
There's a couple of things I like about this already. What you've already explained to me is great.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. But even just as itself, I've seen lots of little tape pieces, on the crypto art space. But this one, all right. So it says false nostalgia, but also there's this weird forced perspective of the tape piece, of the tape box,
Yeah.
which just takes it a little bit further than you would otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, usually they're just tapes, but this one has a tape box, and it has a forced perspective that's weird, that just kind of adds another level to the piece. Like, it's this paying attention to the little tiny details that make something, to me, valuable.
Right. Yeah.
That the artist is really thinking about what they're doing and not just
I know.
saying, I'm going to make a tape piece.
Yeah, because there are several NFTs that are a tape,
Yeah, there are many.
That
There are
I've
many.
seen.
There are
I
many,
mean, and
many,
some-
many.
and some that I haven't seen. But
Many.
this one really caught my attention.
This is smart.
Yeah, I like it.
This is smartness.
Okay,
All right, we move
so
on.
now you can choose.
Thank you, Dead Age. We love you. Keep on making great work. Okay. All right. I need to talk about Barbara.
Go ahead.
This is actually one of the most amazing pieces. Period. She has a lot of good work, but this one is stunning. This one, everybody was up. We were just all like, "Whoa!" She's a real artist, and she's also a real human being. Usually if someone bears themselves in this way, they have to have a really, really good reason for doing it. And I think for me, knowing her and knowing her work and the way she thinks, this really, it just opens up so many questions to me that I think we can't even touch here in this conversation.
Okay. Well, we just.
But I'm a big fan and a friend, and it also collaborated with
Yeah, you
some
did.
pieces.
You did some pieces together. One piece, I guess. No, several. because
Several
you-
different
you-
pieces.
You made it into several.
Well, what she
right?
did was so what would happen was she came to me in a group and she said, "Oh, I would love to come. I love your shapes. I would love to collaborate with you." And I said, "Okay." She said, "Listen, I'm going to send you some photos." And so she sent me these photos, and my jaw dropped. They were really incredible photos. I mean, this was already incredible, but the photos she sent were like, they just didn't. I didn't. You know, the thing is, like, when you work with someone, and you get something, and you just never know what you're gonna. When you don't know what you're gonna expect, and you get something that just makes your jaw drop, it's really inspiring. I have to admit, it took me a long time to get around to working on the pieces, but the work was so powerful, and the stuff that I was creating was so powerful. I had to actually start it up again a second time, and it generated like several different works over a period of a month. So I don't know, like Barbara is one of the most unique voices in the scene. And I wish more people would realize that.
Yeah.
And I'm anyway.
And
that's fun.
are you familiar with this one, Andres Zen?
I think I've seen it before.
Yeah. It's really, really cool. I think it's an Argentinian artist. I have to double check that to make sure I'm not mistaking. But yeah, there you go. So, and it does all this kind of procedural, generative type of art. And they look really, really beautiful.
No, this
I
is
like
really
it a
nice.
lot because we also see quite a lot of generative art and algorithm. I don't know how to
Algorithmic.
pronounce- Thank you.
Algorithmic image generations.
Thank you. So, but these are, I don't know, have a kind of a nice poetic quality to it. I like it.
Well,
that
it's got
they're
a
black
depth.
and white.
It's got a depth to it, and it's also you can sense that there's a lot of iterative qualities to it, that it takes it further than the sort of one click kind of generative experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know exactly what is his process on generating.
I don't
them.
even mind. I mean, it just seems like he really enjoys what he's doing
Mm-hmm.
and keeps on pushing beyond what the software is allowing him to do.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he is coding its own software or.
I think he's probably. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, he's doing a whole bunch of things,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
it shows.
Even if, we found out, I just clicked the button.
I don't even know.
It's
It
still
doesn't even matter.
beautiful.
Doesn't matter. It's just beautiful when you look at this, and it just makes you wonder.
Okay,
And I think that's for me, that's the key.
all right.
Wonderment.
It's not that sublime.
So yeah.
Yeah.
New microphone says it's sublime,
It
which is a
is.
really eloquent
is.
word for it.
Do you think it will work for record cover?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it's the
Your
record
next
cover
one, your next one.
material. Commissions, please contract Andres.
All right. Do we want to do this? This.
We can do this. I think I haven't checked it, A9.
All right.
Or did I check? Let me see.
This looks like an album cover.
Yeah, this one says it's one of the first vaporwave that this artist has done.
Okay.
And that's kind of the information that I can see from the page.
Okay.
But I really don't know much about this.
Okay. We can't
this
comment.
piece.
It's pretty.
It is. I like the colors and,
Yeah.
and how it has, this kind of at the same time kind of luxurious but decadence.
Some interesting contrast going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
So
It's beautiful. All right. Should we? We have 20 more minutes to go.
yay. Okay. So
Oh wait, there's something by Zardoz here.
yeah.
Hey.
You know what?
Dudes.
Maybe
Girls,
maybe
ladies,
you'll tell us a little
men.
bit because this is very cryptic. I have to say. I mean, it's great and it's actually slightly animated, but you can't see it right now. Maybe he forgot to put the animation of his own art just for the other ones.
Selfless man.
But I checked this piece and it has a title, and the title is Decadence with Elegance.
Huh.
But it doesn't have a description.
Okay.
So it's a bit cryptic, and I tried to ask him about it, but didn't get a reply. So maybe later.
Well, he's worse than me.
we'll
All
find
right.
out, yeah. But on the left, there's a real.
This is cool. This is cool.
And this is one of those things like, he said that he used Photomosh,
Okay.
but it's beautiful.
Good for you.
And this one is one of those pieces that he doesn't want to sell, so it has a ridiculous price. Which is we were not supposed to talk about it, but I have to say because.
Well, I think you can talk about. I don't know. I thought it's one of.
Otherwise, I wanted to buy it.
Right.
But it has a ridiculous
Right.
price.
Well, it doesn't matter, right?
But this is actually the bottom of crypto voxels.
Yeah, this is why I like this piece because I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, and I remember you were one of the first persons who told me, "Oh my God, I fell off the world."
Right.
Remember, he went running out.
Yeah.
And then and we didn't even know the world had like an edge you could fall off because it was just whiteness. You didn't have like the sea, the sky, or anything. It was just like this white grid, and you had to run quite far to hit that edge. But you did it, and then oh my God, I'm falling. So that's quite an experience. The first time you fall off the world, and later.
But this is different. This is like. He reached the bottom pit or some shit
exactly.
like that,
Because
right?
mostly if you fall, you just think, okay, whatever, I'll reload, or someone say, oh, I died. People told me.
Tom was saying that it was captured with Winnet visuals.
No, that was the other one.
I know. I just want to know.
Yeah. But so he just kept going, So I think that's also like very special that if you start just falling and falling off this world,
Right.
you'd say, hey, maybe there is something, and there was, and there it is.
There it is.
Yeah. So that was a kind of a.
So if you ever, I don't even know if it's accessible anymore. So that's kind of a historical
No,
thing.
I think you cannot go there anymore because
Right.
they made some. I don't know. You can try. Maybe it's still there. That's an expedition that we can.
In any case, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I want to do that. We could try.
Yeah.
I think it's too high a frame rate to be running through that whole thing. Maybe when we have fiber, maybe we have to do the next one like really soon because we'll have the fiber optic when we're in where we're going.
Yeah.
We're going somewhere, people. We're going away from where our cold home in Berlin to another place that's warm. And apparently we'll have fiber optics, so maybe we can do a high-speed
Let's try.
stream Twitch crypto marathon. Anyway, I think we can talk about this. It's cute.
Yeah, we should.
So the Three Foxes. I don't remember the name of the artist, but he was in our. We did a workshop for two artists, two students in the UK through our friend. Blanca, White Emotion, and this one of them was this talented illustrator.
Rory is his name.
Rory, and this we did the workshop, and he during the workshop he tokenized this piece, and I think even before the workshop was over, Tom bought one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It was really nice. I think it's quite a nice program that she teaches at, and it's called like immersive design.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a lot to do with virtual worlds and things like that, and it's quite an interesting.
Oh, so
kind of
video mapping, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's about immersive experiences.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting that there is such a degree as like a Master of Arts in the Kent University, I think, in the UK. So yeah, I hope Rory keeps tokenizing things.
It's really nice.
Because he's really
very,
talented.
very. I was like, when I went during the workshop, he shows like, he's like, oh my god, you're gonna do well. Like lots of these cute little things people like to buy in the NFT art space.
Yeah, I like the surfing cat. I bought one.
You bought one too.
I bought two actually.
Oh, Synoptic. Hello. So last two pieces by Synoptic, very nice ones. We, as you know, you may remember if you were here last month when we did our Cryptoart tour. We did a tour with Synoptic, and these are two of his pieces in this exhibition. That's very nice to see. Really nice. I think I have that one on the right actually.
Okay.
I think I have, or a variation of it. Anyway.
Yeah, I think he did several variations with like this generative art tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice work.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh look, there's quite a lot of trash art collection.
More trash art collection.
That
Nice.
Tom has. Yeah,
Nice.
I like this one. Yeah.
There's actually an artist who
There's some really cool trash art, I have to say.
Oh, there is, of course. There actually, it was funny. There was an artist I follow on Instagram, who is it's a she. I know for sure, and she makes like what she calls lowbrow art, and then she started producing like pieces, and she does these drawings, like line drawings and stuff, and she started producing like trash pieces. So I was wondering, I haven't have to ask her, but it was like I have to ask her if maybe that was like it came from the internet. I wonder if that's where she got the idea from.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I have to ask her.
Okay.
Because I wonder if it was like that's the whole thing. Like, wow, it came from there. All right, so let's move on.
Okay.
What else? So let's see. Oh, there's you.
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, you want to talk about you for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about you. What's this?
So this
It's an eyeball.
is an eyeball.
Did I make that eyeball originally? I
No,
made the model.
No, you did the black eyeball.
But they gave
That
you the
you
model,
wear.
and then you colored it differently. No?
Yeah, and then I made this like a blue version with blood veins and etc. on it. But yeah, you did the sphere that became the eyeball.
Okay.
And so that's a wearable. And Ocular Delusion is the first owner of this wearable, and she wears it, because ocular eyeball.
Yes.
And she does some really amazing VR with tilt brush artworks. So this is a bit of a collaboration. So I bought an artwork from her that was actually part of the Cryptoart-a-thon. And then it had an unlockable where you could actually access the model and rotate it and move it around, and see it at other angles, besides the one she chose to take a screenshot to tokenize. So what I did is it's like a diptych. So actually, I think Robness owns the second one and Tom owns this one. But if you put together, it's like this landscape and there's some eyeballs. And also there's her CryptoVoxel's avatar wearing the eyeball as part of this piece. So yeah, it's a collaboration, and it also has unlockable that you can check. Because I like to kind of save parts of the collaboration process. So it's a bit of like a sneak peek where you can see how this was made. So there are some like hidden screenshots if you unlock it, if you own it and you unlock it.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. And the one next to it is by me too.
Yes.
And those are some NFTs that they are non-immutable. Because everybody's about how immutable the blockchain is and how great it is, and it is great in many ways. But maybe for some things you don't want immutability. So this one I actually changed how it looks. So at first I forgot how it looked before actually.
Wait. So you have to explain like you're changing the look of it daily, or
no,
every
it's not
once
daily.
in a while?
It's totally random. So basically, I guess when people buy it, shortly after, like the next day or two, I change it. And then maybe there's like some riddles in it. So this one actually has like a riddle, but Tom didn't reply to my riddle yet. So maybe when he does, that's when I'm gonna change it again.
So it's like kind of you're like creating an NFT that you can update.
I can talk to the owner through
Right.
the NFT.
Wow.
So I don't even need to know who this owner is.
Wow.
Like a complete anonymous person, I can just send them messages in form of like images and text, and
Wow.
it goes to their wallet because they own the NFT.
Wow.
If they don't want, they can get rid of it. They can resell or I don't know, burn it.
So like basically, if you want an NFT and you're pissed off with the artist, you can just it doesn't message you anymore.
No, it's
It's not like
not
harassing you.
No,
Like I bought this NFT and all I got was an argument.
If that's what they want, I might engage in an argument.
All right,
So far, it hasn't happened.
All right, it's interesting. I mean, you know what? Next time you need to show how you do that.
It's not that hard.
I know, but you need to show people how you do that.
Okay.
Because I think it's a little baffling. Like this tech is so weird that if you share this with more people, probably more people would do it.
Right.
Because it's a brilliant idea. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So
We don't have much time, and we have
No.
about 9 minutes left.
Oh my
So
God,
we're gonna
okay.
do a little VJ enter.
yeah, okay.
VJ enter.
I like
So
this one.
this is great.
It's the Pope
So it's the
selfie.
Crypto Pope series. VJ Enter has been doing Crypto Popes before he was doing. VJ Enter is a VJ. live video performer, friend of mine for many, many years. And so his crypto years, that would be a million years. And this is a shot of the a pixel art version of the current Pope we have, taking a selfie with his cell phone with a selfie stick in front of the Vatican, the St. Peter's Church Basilica thing.
Yeah.
And he has many other pieces that you can check out. A lot of them are on
several platforms.
wearables, several platforms.
The original crypto popes, he did only 100 of them.
Right.
And those were on wearables. So I think he's done with that series of 100. They all have like owners now, so you only can buy, I think, in the secondary market.
Yep.
But he's still tokenizing new things on different platforms,
Yep.
like a known origin. He has his own contract that has like audio and video. They're really cool. These 8-bit videos. I think he just posted
He's doing
yesterday.
using a C64.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah, I have
and,
one of those.
And he's been doing like, I don't know how often, but every week or so at least he's posting a new one. So those you can still get directly from him, and they're really cool.
He's a busy man. He's a busy man.
Yeah, and he also is building a fireplace because it's cold.
Yes, well, actually, the fireplace is now active, apparently.
Yeah.
I saw the picture that he's updated. I sent him an emoji sticker in response.
All right.
So
I think we maybe can get another one, or I don't know. I can talk about which one you want to talk.
I don't know. I was gonna look.
What?
Whoever is here, maybe later, and he has like a VR headset, and then he's spitting fire.
Yeah, maybe
All
later. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe later.
It sounds like a tiny
It's
face.
got a tiny little head.
Yeah, I like it.
It's so tiny.
For little food, little bits.
Little bits. All right. Should we just kind of like? I want to saunter over to the other side of the room.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff there, but
Yeah, we have to come back.
You might need to reload the sound because that's another plot.
Oh wow.
For whoever is listening, so just know that the sound might drop for a bit as
I
we
really
cross the edge.
I really like this piece.
Yeah, I love it.
This is Orla, who's a friend
Orla.
of yours.
Yeah, Orla is a really amazing artist, and he does a lot of drawings by hand mostly. And he actually collects all these vintage papers that he uses to draw, and so it's really beautiful. But he also does animations like this and computer stuff, and it's just very striking and poetic. And a lot of them have like body parts, as you can see, right? And for example, the one on the right to you, so you can see a little bit of the vintage paper. And the description is a dream note, so I'm assuming it might be based on a real dream. And it says, "When I woke up, I knew the exact length of the rope I was no longer tied to." So that's kind of like an interesting note from a dream.
It's nice.
And pretty much this whole room is by Orla.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Is that over there?
Almost all the. No, then Yuri also. It's half Orla and half is Yuri. They're very different styles, but they're both kind of like poetic in a way.
There's a lot going on here. You know what? We've got 5 minutes left.
Yeah. So maybe go to the end because here there's some things that I remember that I
let's
the
go to
first
that.
artwork and that it had like somehow a connection to it. This one that I'm looking at right now.
Right. Yeah, didn't we have no?
Well, there was another artist that we saw in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. And I said, I see a little bit of a connection, and that's the one that mentioned the rows and the lines and the font used. And this one says that is a method to decompose a formal relationship between the infrastructures of a city and that of a pixel. So it's kind of like a blend of architecture and digital world. And this one says that is attempts to imagine a molecular architecture at the image and beyond the pixel.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's kind of a lot of like concepts behind it, but even if I didn't know that, just looking at it, I really like it. Like
there's something I don't know. Something about certain images that where there's like I can sense that there's something underlying it.
Yeah.
It's not just for style or for a look, but it has there's a deep undercurrent, and I get that from this for sure.
Yeah, I like both these pieces a lot, and yeah, and I think they're still available.
Oh, are they?
For sale if someone
let's check that
wants
out.
to wants to buy them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still owned by the artist.
Oh,
so yeah,
wow.
you can buy directly from the artist.
It's a good price.
So we're not. Let's stop. Like you just mentioned, like in general, we're not gonna say numbers, but we say things about the price. I think is fine. Yeah. So I guess we have to stop because we are reaching our
We've got 3 minutes.
Our limit.
Yeah, we've reached our limit, and I am sad because there's so much going here.
We can come back.
We're gonna come back
for
to
example,
Zardoz.
the whole like Pablo show.
The Pablo show.
Yeah, and we didn't talk because that's like the kind of the bottom floor. We stayed on the top floor, and you can stay because actually right now is the official opening.
Yeah. This part does not end with us leaving.
We actually have to stop because Pablo is going to start DJing in 3 minutes.
Okay.
At this plot. So I think that's the wrap up for us.
Thanks to everyone who came by and listened and checked out the stream. And we don't have a tentative date yet for the next Cryptoart tour. It will be here at the Zardoz's plot. So hopefully you'll come and join us again. It was a lot of fun. Probably better than ever before.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.